Hey, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Jay Eskar. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I made my song Thinking. But since I moved out of my city, I no longer use the same computer. I use a MacBook now. I don't use Windows. So many of the plugins that I used were made on the other computer. So sadly, the only thing I can show you guys are samples. And for that reason, I will focus on showing you guys how to create this synth specifically. We will go into the project, of course, but I will take my time into showing you guys how I made those synths. So let's go right into the project. Learning when to stop is one of the hardest things as a producer. And that's something that I think I've learned over this past year. And this song pretty much shows it. Basically, the song starts with a kick. That's how I started it. The idea for this song was I want to make something that sounds futuristic, and at the same time, I want to bring back what I enjoyed from music when I started creating music, which was actually Complextro. But everything started off with a kick. This is a kick from Spinnin'. Sounds like that. It's very simple. Pretty simple kick. Kick and clap, bro. Once you use a good clap, a good click and clap, you have pretty much your song ready. This is it. A good kick and a clap that's just aggressive enough. And then I have another layer for the clap that sounds like this. If you combine them, it sounds like this. Something very interesting, something that I'm really enjoying about this new tech house community is that they're using very short but like aggressive snares or claps. And it sounds so good. And I wanted to do that, so I did. And also really short hi-hats. So I added a couple layers for that. And it sounds like this. The idea for this was to basically have very controlled and very short drums. And that's pretty much what they're doing the whole song. And then over a period of time, I add other stuff like more hi-hats. And then I use the same claps in reverse. For the second part of the job, I have like a sort of filter. More hi-hats. The hi-hats in the second part are a little bit more opened. And yeah, all I have besides that is white noise, just to give it more energy. Remember, if you want to add energy to your songs, always add white noise. White noise is your best friend when it comes to energy. And that's pretty much it for that. Then we got the sub bass, sounds like this. You can see the melody here. Pretty simple. It's going from F sharp to B, and then back to F sharp, and then D, and then C. It's a very, very simple song. All I'm doing here, what makes this bass line bumpy is making it go up and down, up and down, up and down, as it's going here, dun 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 dun, instead of just dun 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 dun, you know, just a very boring melody. Playing around with also making your melody go up and then down and stuff like that makes your bass line a little bit adds a ton of punch to that bass line. So that's what I did. For the sub though, I don't have much. I have a Camel Crusher on British Clean. I have a sub, just an EQ to get rid of everything except for the lows. And I have a kickstart, which I don't have here, but yeah, I have a kickstart just for the sidechain. That's basically what I use for the whole song sidechain, you know? And I added more things. At the beginning of this song, I wanted to add a vocal that sounded like this. Or something like this. I was trying out so many things. One of this. I don't know, I just wanted to try something, but some of the time, or most of the times when I try something, I just leave it there, I just mute it, and I just move on, you know? But it ended up with something way more magical, and that was I created chords on top of those bassline progression. On top of the bassline progression, I decided to create some granular synthesis. That's where the magic is at. One of the sounds sound like this, then the other one sounds like this, then the other one sounds like this, which is just air. Remember, like I've said in the beginning, if you want to add energy to your songs, make sure to add a white noise, right? So you combine these. Very simple. And I also added a vocal shop. Basically an ARP using a vocal. That's it. That's basically what it is. And when you combine everything, the song is pretty much done. It's very simple. And if you go into the breakdown, I'm gonna try to do this real quick because it's just so simple. It doesn't require much explanation. I have a background noise of some sort of street chatter. I have the same sounds from the drop. The same chords with a bit crusher and a filter and a vocal. Literally what it is. And then I add some drums. Of course, filtered. And he just keeps on filtering and filtering and filtering. This vocal was from Splice, of course. And for the drum loop, I basically just combined a bunch of samples, and I just wanted this to sound like swingy, so it definitely fulfilled its purpose. And I mean, the song is pretty much done there, pretty much ready. I also had some ARPs in the break, but I do not have the compatible version of Serum on that, but it sounded like this. All right, now a lot of you were asking, how did you make those synths? So we're gonna focus this video on that. Create a new arrangement where we're gonna talk about synths, and we're gonna show you extremely quickly how to create your own synths. Okay, so first thing that you need to do, create a new pattern. Okay, find a sound that sounds like a pad, like this one, for example. After that, create a chord with that, like this. You create a chord progression like that. So let's create a chord like this. If you can see, I am playing a C note and I am playing a D sharp. Okay, now I created this pretty simple. I'm gonna put it in the desktop, actually not the desktop, the playlist. I'm gonna put it on the playlist, and I'm going to consolidate this. We want to work with this as a sample, okay? Because we're going to be using granular synthesis for this. Now, for this, you can use Fruity Granulizer, you can use Quanta, you can use any sort of granulizer out there. It doesn't matter. It can be anything. Now, when you create the sound, your own sound, you can drag it. Let's drag this consolidated into the sample. And then we're going to put this here. You can use this as a piano roll now. What you do is put it wherever you want. As you can see, I'm already playing it. It's already sounding pretty cool. So this is how it sounds in Granulizer. Now, what you want to do is basically play with the effects till it sounds completely different. Play around with it. Play around with this. Not so fast. Gives you something like this. Now, you already have that granulizer. Let's add more sounds. Pff, this sounds horrible. Alright, now you played around with this so much. Keep on playing with it. You basically create sounds like this. Add layers, add layers, add a bunch of layers. Remember, this is like a sort of chord thing that you're adding. And then if you consolidate this again, you're gonna see the difference. Consolidate this again. Now, I did. This is how the sound originally sounded. Sounds pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But look at it now. Before. Now. Sounds a little bit crazy with the volume, but it has a bit more harmonics. And the idea is to combine sounds. It's not just to create one sound, but create 20 different sounds and combine all of them. When you combine these two, for example, see how it sounds. Much better than just by itself. See? So that's the trick for creating a synth. This is how you create a synth, exactly like I did on thinking. I think if you guys really learned this and if you really put this into practice, you can create your own specific signature sound. And I see a bright future on this type of sound because it sounds very innovative. So try it out. Try it out and let's keep on making music. Let's keep on enjoying. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you want to connect with me, all of my socials are Jay Eskar. I'll be seeing you guys around. Of course, I'm gonna be making more videos. If you guys want me to make a specific video, let me know in the comments what you want me to do. And besides that, there's nothing much to say. Oh, there is something. There is one thing. I am creating the ultimate sample pack. It will include presets. It will include drums. It will include samples. It will include everything you need to innovate and create newer kind of sounds. I'm going to include some sounds like this, of course, but I'm telling you guys this to get ready. And not only to get ready, but to suggest me some sounds. Is there any song out there that you guys enjoy that you would like me to recreate sounds from? Let me know in the comments. If there's a specific artist that you're like, bro, this guy makes the craziest sounds ever, just let me know and I will recreate them for the pack. And that's pretty much it. Again, if you have not heard the song Thinking yet, I would suggest you check out the link in the description. It's time for me to go. I'll see you guys around. Hope you have a great day. Much love. Bye bye.